Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. In the last episode, I almost lost, but I didn't, because that's how life works. And yay, monkey money, only 38, that's not really that much. That's why I have to come back every day, because it does add up eventually. Alright, so the next level is the pool table, which is actually, I think, not like a remake, but a returning level from Bloons Tower Defense 4. Now this one's really interesting because it has 3 different points, or entrances, where the balloons come from, and I think they only leave there, or like this one might go around and then like leave here or something, and then this one leaves there and that one leaves here, but I have no idea because I never really pay attention to where all of them leave. Now this is a pretty good spot for boomerang throwers, because you can see that their range is just right on there. So that's nice for those two. And then that one just has another extra. So this guy's working twice as hard. What are you even doing? But yeah. That's 7 and 13, so 20 balloons all together. Which, actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. This down here, the RBE, is the red balloon equivalent, which is the number of red balloons it would take to get all the pops in the level. So it said that there were 30, I'm guessing there was like 20 red balloons and 5 blue balloons, because the blue balloons have 2 layers, so that would be 2 RBE, while the other 20 red balloons had 1 RBE, so together that would equal 30. If that makes sense. I'm going to be a little OCD and try to place the 4 boomerang towers all right there. Just because this one's going to be doing a lot less work than the other 3, because it doesn't have an entrance for the other balloons. And so that's why this level is pretty interesting. It requires a different tactic than most of the other levels, just because of how all the balloons are spread out, so you'll need more towers, less upgraded, more likely, to be able to get everything. Now, I kind of want to use some of the newer towers, I guess you could call them, but then they are a little more expensive, but they are pretty good, so I don't know. You know what? I'm going to use a spike factory. I'm going to put it right over here, because now the attacks go away at the end of the round, so I can't just, build them up as much as I want. But by putting it over here, that gives the spike factory more time to be able to place more more attacks before the balloons actually get down to it. That way it has more of a defense. Rather, if I put it right at the beginning, then all the attacks that I'm laying down are just going to get popped. I mean, they're going to pop and get used up, which is kind of the point. But here it's more of a safety net rather than a form of attack. So yeah. I'm going to upgrade their red heart rings so that they can get the lead balloons once, they show up. Which still won't be for a while, but it's always nice to plan ahead. And I think, as I was saying last episode, that you want to make sure you have camo detection. And the spike factory does get camo balloons, so that's good. And I won't really need camo detection for like another 10 rounds, so I don't really need to worry too much about that. But it would be nice if I could use the Glaive Lord, but that would cost a lot of money, and it would only grant the camo detection, because they're so far away from the edge, or from the lane, the glaives I don't think will really hit the balloons, so that's kind of lame. It would be interesting if you could like move where the glaives spun, so that they spun on the edge of the radius, and then we're able to hit those. That'd be pretty cool. And you know what? I'm gonna get weird and never mind. I was gonna place Monkey Ace right there, but I cannot, as you can tell. So, yeah. No monkey ace. Let's see, what else can I do? I suppose I'll upgrade these. The boomerang towers, they're pretty good. They're boomerang monkeys, not towers. They're not towers. Which I was thinking, because I was like, oh, I don't like the bomb towers. Maybe I should put one this round. Or not this round, but you know what I mean, this level. I don't know. I might just put a ninja monkey there, just for the fun of it. Or an ice tower. That actually is a pretty good idea. So put an ice tower right in the middle. And then, once I get a bunch more money, I'll be able to use Arctic Wind so that that little center right there gets slowed down a lot. Might even put two. I feel frugal. Is frugal the right word? If I have a lot of money. And then here, let's watch this. Alright. So I'm not sure where else it would have gone after that. But that's basically the path, because it came down here, went around, it's coming down. It's probably going to go around here again. Maybe it goes... no, it wouldn't go back to where it started, because then nothing would go down that way. So I don't know. I never really pay enough attention to know where these are all going. Just kind of floating around aimlessly. And what do they even do? Like, why do the monkeys want to pop these balloons so badly? What did the balloons ever do to them? I don't know. I was wondering, maybe I should get the Glaive Ricochet for all this, because that would look pretty cool. But I've got enough defenses as they are. So I'm good. Now, because the red hot rings, lead balloons are pointless. Quite literally, because the balloons don't have points. They're just round. And I've still not gotten past the whole boring beginning part. Those regen balloons are actually kind of not annoying, but they do get to regenerate a little more often than I'd like, because I don't have as many towers, I guess. Like, they're not attacking everywhere constantly, so the regeneration usually gets to happen, and it's really bad when they're zebra balloons that are regenerating, because then when they regenerate, when they get popped, they turn into two, and then they regenerate into two more. So viral frost. Balloons are frozen so cold that they freeze other balloons that come in contact with them, spreading the freeze like a virus. It's helpful, because it's the one that comes after the Arctic Wind, but it's not super helpful. It's not the best. I wouldn't really say it's worth it unless you don't have much, or you have a lot of money and you don't have much else to buy. So yeah, now the ice shards, I think I mentioned it when I unlocked it, creates razor sharp pieces of ice on frozen balloons that when popped, fly out and pop more nearby balloons. It's okay, but I don't remember ever having to use it, and I should upgrade this again. Because now there's just a bunch of camo. So it's up to the Spike Factory to save the day. Now I could either go for the Spiked Ball Factory, which, as it says, makes, spike balls, and they do extra damage to ceramic balloons, which is very helpful, or the Moab Shredder Spikes, which do more damage to the Moabs, obviously. Now, once they get to the point where they're leaving the stage, it's more likely, and oh hey, look at that! I lost some, and I didn't even realize. Alright, so I should probably start upgrading something else then. Like, Bionic Boomer. Which, all that money that I was saving to get the Arctic Wind is gone. And now this one feels left out, because it does not get to be a Bionic Boomer. At least not yet. Yeah, so this ice tower's not really doing much. I feel like I should sell it, but I don't really like selling things, because then I don't get as much money as I put into it. So I'd rather just let it, be there. And I have put a lot more money into this than I'm getting out, because it's only popped 938, but I spent over 3,000 on it. But I mean, it does seem like it's making a pretty good defensive safety net, because it pops through that real easy. Oh, but as I was saying, by the time it gets to the safety net, it's more likely that I'll see ceramic bloons than Moabs. Plus, if I make it just so that it hits the Moabs, then it'll pop the Moabs, and then a bunch of ceramic will get through. So it's better if I make the spiked ball factory. No. Anyways, what should I do? Because I'm gonna need something to pop those Moabs. So I guess another thing I could have done is replace this with another spike factory, or I could try using the balloon shipper, which I am going to do. I'm going to sell the ice tower and build a balloon chipper. Aw, man. I didn't realize I still needed experience to unlock. In that case, I'm going to build a lot of balloon chippers, because I really need that experience. And 5 will be enough, because I need to upgrade all this. That's going to take a little while, or quite a bit of money. Also, I'm not sure if that's just a graphical thing, or if it's making so many spiked balls that it's getting rid of some because it's already made too many. Like if it has a cap on it, I should have read that. But it's just the heavy duty section, higher wattage motor allows for sucking in heavier balloons such as lead balloons, which means that now these can, well, now that one can pop lead balloons, although I've already got everything else that can pop lead balloons, so there's no real point in upgrading it. Yeah. I like how it just sucks it in and then, oh no, no more balloons, and then here they are. That was ridiculous. Anyways, yep, just upgraded all of it. All the upgrades. Except of course I still need more experience to unlock them. So I'm not going to have enough experience to be able to get the balloon, not the balloon, the Moab thing. Alright, so I'm not sure if I said it already, but after the dual layer blades, actually, oh man, that's right, I also need to rank up to get it. The 4th tier of the left side upgrade lets you pop Moab balloons, which is very, very helpful, especially when you have 5 of these. But clearly, I'm not going to have enough experience by the time the Moab appears, and I'm not going to have enough rank. So it was a bad idea to get all these balloon chippers. So instead, I'm going to upgrade my boomerang throwers, because that's a good idea. Probably not. Now I'm guessing the Moab is going to come through there, but more efficient internal componentry decreases the time balloons take to be shredded. Very helpful. It's also known as just faster shredding. One of your towers now has an activated ability. These are extremely powerful abilities that can be used when you get in trouble. Each ability is on cooldown before it can be used again. You can use that ability by clicking on the appropriate activated ability button at the bottom of the plate area. Basically, I click this little button, and then it increases his attack speed to hypersonic for 10 seconds. And I'm guessing that the Moab is going to come from that way. That's what I'm doing. Yep. And now look at how fast it's going. And it kind of looks like he's throwing two glaives, but it's really just because he's firing so fast that the ones that don't get all the poppage are throwing again, and then because it's kind of going at an angle, it kind of looks like it's throwing two. But anyways, I probably should have gotten something that has camo detection. But yeah, my spiked ball factory is doing I got enough. And now let's see, faster shred. Times 5. Because I built 5 of these. Why did I build 5 of these? Alright, so, again, I don't remember if I talked about it, because all these episodes are so far apart, usually. I don't usually go on the right side of the upgrade, or at least not to tier 4, because a lot of the tier 4s on the right side don't actually increase your monkey's power, only their ability is more useful, and I never remember to use the ability, and I'd rather they be as awesome as they can be all the time, rather than only when I'm using an ability. So that's why I usually don't go to tier 4. But for some, like for the Dartling gun, I'm sure I don't have the tier 4 by now, but his tier 3 on the right side lets him shoot rockets that will pop black balloons and pierce lead balloons and stuff, so that it can pop any type of balloon. His level 4 lets him shoot 3 at a time. Now for dual layer blades, dual layer blade array doubly shred balloons, taking off 2 layers instead of 1. That's very helpful. And now rank up. Ninja Monkey tier 4 upgrades. Bloon Jutsu allows Ninja to throw 5 shuriken per shot, sabotage supply lines, downgrades all new balloons that enter the track for a short time. That's interesting. I could have sworn that was supposed to make it slower, not downgrade it. Maybe they changed that for some reason. I don't know. Now that makes me want to use it more often. But probably never won't be. Maybe in one episode. But, man, I have a lot of money. And I should, do something about that. This is the last wave. Last round. Now they're all getting popped inside. And ta-da! I'm done! These episodes always feel too short, because I'm still doing stuff. And then, I'm done. So yay, 716, still working towards that 4,800. It's gonna be a long while. Alright, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.